Oh my gosh, we are on our way to setting this up. How exciting! Hi everybody, it's Robbie from Southern California. I'm going to give you an update on the dog kennel because I think we're getting close, and I'll let you know what's going on right now. Now, Gary took the 1/4-inch wire off that I bought. That was 4 foot tall, and it was, it's a 50-foot roll, I believe. I'll go back and check it. I'll show you what I got. And it should be able to do pretty much the whole thing. Though if it doesn't, I'll get some more. We'll see how that goes. I'm not going to be bringing the 1/4-inch wire around the top. As it stands right now, this is the way I'm going to use it. Am I going to change out the top because it's this fabric that will block a lot of sun? No, because right now the sun is behind the pepper tree. But what's going to happen in the summer is it's going to be longer days with the sun coming through here. And I think for the summer, when the clock changes, when things start to change, it's going to get enough sun. So for now, I'm going to leave the top. At any time I feel the top has to be changed, I'll change it. And this goes with everything that I'm doing. Now, if you're thinking about this and you have issues gardening and say, I can't garden, you threw in the towel, you're not going to garden in any way, whether it's on a chair or it's on the ground, because you got gophers or rats or squirrels or dogs or neighborhood cats getting in your stuff, this will be the answer. But you need to set it up in the matter of which the issue you are having. If you are strictly having cat issues, you wouldn't have to do anything but just put it together and plop it wherever you want. You know, because a lot of people have come to me and said the neighbors have a lot of cats or there's a lot of wild cats and they get into your garden, that's the last thing you want to eat. So if that's a cat issue, boom, you're done. Now, squirrels, other rodents, you will have to put something on here. You may not have to go 1/4-inch wire like we're wrapping on here. You could go 1/2-inch wire, you could go chicken wire, it's cheaper. There's a lot of other things. If you're dealing with insects getting in, you got squash bugs, yes. Then you're going to need to go all the way. And I'm going to go all the way so you can watch me do this. There's a few things I won't be doing that some of you may question, but here's the thing with this. I can add on to this dog kennel and change things and tweak things as I go. When an issue comes up, I can deal with that issue. I'm only dealing with a small area and maybe a few problems that might get in there. I may have no problems. The first thing we're going to start is Gary came out here this morning and he's been putting on the 1/4-inch wire, which is a 4-foot roll, and I believe it's 50 feet I bought. The cheapest I found was Walmart, but you can get it anywhere. Look around. I'll go ahead and tag it so you can see what I got. Good price, delivered to the house. I don't have to go looking for it. Now, it doesn't go to the top. Now, when this is a 6-foot, this is a 6-foot kennel at the peak there. And the walls are just about 5 foot tall, as you can see, because this is 4 foot. Now, I understand that a rodent can get through here. But here's the thing. The odds are really cut back on that. By going 4 foot and not 3 foot, they would have to look and look and look and look. By the time they're looking out in the open, a cat could come by, a hawk can come by. They're not going to want to hang around. That's why you don't want to put a lot of stuff around it. You want it open, because having it open is going to deter your rodents from getting in there. We're talking now only rodents. Now, I'm not through with this. This is definitely going to be covered in tulle. Now, once I cover it with tulle, that makes another deterrent. Most of your critters do not like the feel of tulle in their mouth or on their toenails. Your rodents have tiny needle sharp nails and they get caught in it. And when the tulle is in their nails, it pulls and they think it's a trap. They're pulling and going, oh no, what is going on? And that's when they run. They're going to touch it and run and not want to deal with it. So that is one deterrent again. Having the tulle on here will also deter insects. Now, I'm going to hand pollinate everything I put in there once it's completely wrapped in tulle, because I won't have bees, I won't have my hoverflies, my things I need for pollinating certain produce. Your lettuce, your greens, your brassicas, Your broccoli, all that, it doesn't need to be pollinated. Tomatoes don't need to be pollinated. They pollinate in the wind. So we don't have to worry about that. But when it comes to flowers like squash, we're going to have to hand pollinate. But if you're keeping the squash bugs out, I had to hand pollinate everything anyways this year, not because of squash bugs. We didn't have enough bees pollinating. Any of the zucchini this year that I produced were all hand pollinated. Any of them that I missed myself, they never produced. Only had that little squash, and then I cut it off and used it in scrambled eggs or something. So you want to kind of think about what is your issue. And of course, other issues will come up and you'll be ready to go. We're going to talk about this as I set it up. But he's got one side done completely now. This is the way it's going to be. He's going to do the other side. I guess he's going to do in front where the doors are, and then I'm going to go for it. This one I plan on wrapping in black tulle, and I have that in the house ready to go. I'll bring it out and there'll be a quick wrap. So quick that I'll probably have the whole thing done in 30 minutes, if not less. And when it wears out, I'll either leave it on and wrap over it or take it down and wrap more. I should get a good 2 years out of it. I've had some last a little longer, but it depends on the heat, the sun, the weather. That's fine. It only costs, less than $10 for 54 inches wide. So I'm just going to go once around, 54 inches wide, 40 yards. Probably will be able to do the whole thing in pretty much one bolt. $10, I'm good to go. But like I said, we're going to talk about that as we go. Now, the other thing is, how am I going to set it up? That's what I'm all excited to do. I found 35-gallon totes. I think they had them on sale for $10. I'm going to put the 2 blue totes there. This is my plan right now. That will be really cool. Then I picked up a rack about 2 weeks ago from Walmart on sale, and they keep throwing it on sale. It's $29. It's the same one I've got there. I only want one rack. That's the rack. And it's 3 shelves across that way. And then it's got a triple decker. And I also have from Dollar Tree some of those dish pans, $1.25, that I'm going to plant lettuce. I can plant radishes, whatever I want. Small things, different herbs and stuff in here. I can start a lot of seeds that way and then move them. So I'm going to get the rack in there. And then the next thing I plan on doing is chairs because, well, we know I got a lot of chairs I pick up. People give them away. I found them at the thrift store sometimes for a few bucks. And I buy them, and I'm going to put some totes on chairs. So I'm going to have a mix and match and maybe some buckets as well. Kind of get a variety of different things in there as we go. This is going to be great. And the top, I'll decide later if I want to take the top down. Is it too dark? We'll see what happens. In the summer, the plants will be all excited to get some shade. They'll get enough sun through the side, reflective light coming through. It should be plenty, especially when we get so many hours of sunlight coming up there. So it should work really well. Like I said, when you have a dog kennel, you have a unit like this, you can change it as you go. Now this half, I may use some 1/4-inch wire on the top and go straight across. I don't need a peak. I was thinking of using my tubing. This is the 1/2-inch irrigation tubing I use all over, and I could bring it across that way, or I could tool it. If I put the 1/4-inch wire on top, the odds are I won't put any tool on top there. Just tool will be anywhere that there's space for insects or small rodents to get through. That's the way we're going to go. Like I said, if it doesn't work, I come back with some wire. It will depend on the rodent themselves. Some of them are going to run around the bottom, see they can't get in, and leave. What are they going to hang around for if they can't get in? They risk their lives when they spend too much time. So as it's going now, I think I will be getting to this anytime. And what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to plant right away, though there might be things I'll drag in here. So if you've got roots, if you've got rodents, if you've got cats, if you've got dogs, if you've got insects, this is really a blessing for gardening. You got squash bugs, I'm telling you, you cover this whole thing the best you can. Maybe you want to do zucchini and you do want tulle or something else on the top or plastic you can get. You can change it over. You won't have a squash bug problem, but there's a bunch of stuff you will have to do before. And if you're into squash bug problems, let me know because I will tell you exactly how to set it up where you will not get squash bugs and you can grow to your heart's desire all the zucchini you want. You can't just grow it. There will be steps, but it's not that big of a deal at all. So we'll get into that as this takes off, but I'm so excited because I'm about ready to start dragging things in there and kind of like you're fixing up a house. You're going to put something there and go, I think I want it over there. No, I want it there. No, I don't want it. Toss it out. I can't wait to get in there, but Gary gave me instructions. Nothing on the inside yet because he wants to do this, which is great. He's tying it on with just some cheap old easy bendable wire. I will come back later and put tulle on. I can set this whole thing up and the tulle can go later. I'm going to tulle this one. I may do it in some different colors, only so you can see the difference, because you can get the turquoise for like under $10, that tulle. I always have the link in my description because the best place is the place on eBay. I've been buying from years from them. Best price, best shipping. The shipping's free. You get it pretty quick. And I love the company. You can't get it anywhere else. And sometimes you go to the fabric store for tulle, and the tulle will cost you, my goodness, $2 a yard sometimes. And you're getting 40 yards for less than $10. Now the black is a little bit more, a couple dollars more, and the black will disappear. When you put the blue on, green, a light green, I should say, red, you're gonna see it, or white. Maybe that's what you want, maybe it doesn't matter. So I might do a couple different colors just for you to see, but this one I wanna do in black. And I wanna get in there and do it. So he told me he wants to work on the inside as well as the outside to get the wire. He'll probably have the rest done maybe in another day or two if he works on this. And then I can start setting up the inside for the way it will work for me. Ask me questions, tell me what your issue is, because I do believe there's a fix for everything when it comes to gardening. I really believe that. We may have to put a little effort into some things, and some things it's no effort at all. It's like, wow, why didn't I think about that? So this is what's going on. One side is completely done. That I'm already throwing things in there. I'm composting in there, which is fantastic. I can take from that and start planting. I can catch the water from that. I'm gonna get a couple more of those totes from Dollar Tree. I'm gonna set them up in there. Those are 10-gallon totes. The ones I use all over my gardens are normally 18-gallon totes for like $7 unless they have them on sale. A lot of times they have colors they don't like, and Walmart will blow them out even cheaper than that. Go to a thrift store, $2 for a tote, because people bring in all their stuff to thrift stores and they end up with stacks of them and they want them out. So look around. I've even seen them on the top of trash cans. People lose the lid, they don't want them anymore, grab them. So this is what's going on. That's the update on that. I have so much exciting things coming for 2025. I'm excited myself. Don't worry, I'm not getting rid of any gardens. I'm even going to try to get back on my deck. My deck's been productive all year. It just looks like a mess because all I do is throw seeds out there, grow, pick, eat. And I think, you don't want to see such a mess. But the only garden that will be going will be the driveway. I want that out. I want the driveway emptied and cleared. And then this will be left here, the wall garden, because this has been doing really good. It gets tremendous sun. It's warm in the winter even, so I want to have that completely set up. Probably will stop around there and go that way. And that's what's going on. So that's an update for today. I think he got a lot done today. And I figured I'd give you an update since I walked up here and saw, wow, I walked over and saw he has done a whole lot today. So with that, have a wonderful day. And don't forget to eat what you grow. Bye-bye.